ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's time! It's time! It's Everything Wrestling Nation time! Woo! Fresh voice here in the building, here along with my good friend and family.
Young Custodian up in here, what up?
In the building, we got plenty of viewers out there, but we want more. Share, like, subscribe. You're watching on Everything Wrestling Nation live stream on Fan Chat Nation. I already know some people are out there watching on the YouTubes, out there watching on the Facebook. You got to share it, like it, subscribe it, follow it. Join us every week. We're generally here Thursday at noon, here to talk wrestling with you. So tell us how you watch it. We got a lot of people in the building. We got Christina Hartsock, Christy Craig,
My mom.
Sean Belliston,
Great Bearded Glory up in here, what up?
Pam Kraft,
Hi, Aunt.
Aunt Pam, and Spartan Bistic. Soft. It's great. Raw was fire.
Jerkbag Gang, Derek.
Jerkbag, Derek Atonic in the building. Unsanctioned Pro, January 5th.
Scotty, I see you in the building too. What up, Scotty?
No. So there's been plenty of wrestling to watch. How much wrestling you watch this week, Young Custodian?
All of it.
All of it.
All the wrestling.
Every last bit. I've watched even more. I've watched 6 hours of British wrestling this week. Fantastic. Progress wrestling, some of the best thing over across the sea. But there's been a lot of wrestling going on. Let's dive into it a little bit. Give us a call if you want to talk about the wrestling. 1-866-217-1966. How did the night start with TLC, Young Custodian?
It started pretty awkward, I guess. There was didn't it start with that ladder match?
The ladder match, I do believe.
It was a guitar on a string ladder match, basically. The winner of the match is the person who climbed up the ladder and got the guitar, being Elias versus Bobby Lashley. It was
Battle of the Lisp.
Hey, Mal, what's wrong with the lisp?
Nothing at all.
It was a fun match. It was kind of awkward. We had Elias winning, actually.
And then he was getting destroyed by his own guitar. That's just savage.
He got the guitar, and then Bobby Lashley said, "I done took all I can stand, and I can't stand no more."
Oh.
And beat him with his own guitar. It was.
He's almighty.
It was weird. It was fun.
Bobby Lashley.
It was awkward. It was a weird way to start the night, but that is how the night started.
It's the way the cookie crumbles. Cole Clark in the building. Derek Wilson. Hello, fam. Share, like, subscribe. Next match, Cruiserweight Championship. Buddy Murphy against Cedric Alexander.
Oh, I love this match. It was fun.
Such a good.
It was hard hitting from the get-go.
Such a good one. Buddy retains after a fantastic finisher with Murphy's Law. I love that finisher.
Anything that wrong that can go happen will happen.
That's right. It's just one of my. It's probably Tom Davenport in there saying the pre-show was weak.
Yeah,
that's fair. The pre-show
cruiserweight wasn't.
The cruiserweight's always a banger, no matter who you put in there. Right. Generally, it's just going to be a fantastic show. Pam Barclay, how you doing?
What's up, Pam?
Hi, Pam. Pam too. But the cruiserweights always deliver. It's just every pre-show, it's just lacking in some sort. It's always because they're feeding into the building. Don't you wish they would just actually start the wrestling when everyone's in the building? Right. Because so many people are still working their way in there.
It doesn't look good on camera.
It doesn't because there's nobody there. It is what it is.
That's some production stuff that we don't know what goes on.
I've got absolutely no control over that whatsoever.
Hey, you gotta have something to start to. You gotta have something to jerk the curtain.
Curtain jerkers. So it goes.
Jerk bag. What
Jerk
up, gang?
bag. How we doing? Going into the next match, mixed match challenge final. Carmella and Truth against Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox. What'd you call?
I call R-Truth and Carmella winning. And
I agree. I don't know.
It was fun. It was fun.
It's a fun little match. They're playful. I don't know. Carmella and Truth just work with their quirkiness and the way they just do things.
And they dancing.
And they dance. The dance break. What you gonna do?
I can't do the thing.
I can't floss. Stephen Hanchy, how you doing, buddy? Good seeing you. Like, subscribe, Everything Wrestling Nation. It's weird. I don't know. Stop. I'm uncomfortable now.
Sorry.
Stop.
No.
There's viewers.
Hi, viewers.
It's just I don't know. So Carmella, R-Truth established themselves as number 30 in their respective Royal Rumbles. I don't see that ending well for either of them, honestly.
30 is a good number. You're the fresh meat in.
Yeah.
Everybody's all worn out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying
I think it's going to get swindled a little bit.
I don't know.
But I'll get to that here
know.
later. I'll get to it later. Next, triple threat tag team match for SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Bar, The New Day, The Usos. I thought it was a fantastic match.
It was a great match.
Oh, it's
I
so
loved
far.
it.
They just have chemistry.
The dang Bar, they won, and that messed me up. I wanted the Usos to win. I wanted my boys
That's
to
who I
finally
called.
get
Usos going to the penitentiary, you know.
But no, this was a fun match. A lot of interesting spots going on in there.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
I love
it. It was just a fantastic match. They just have the best chemistry. Everything is just going well. So, what else we got going on after
triple
that?
threat was dope, Nick.
That's right, Nick Queen.
No,
or
not Nick Queen.
Nick Queen
Milks.
Soft. Excuse me, Nick Milks in
Yeah,
Michigan.
whoa.
Viewers in Michigan, tell us how you're watching. Is it on your computer?
How'd you feel about
How'd you feel?
TLC?
It was an overall good show, but we want to hear from you. Communicate to us.
Mm-hmm.
Help me help you.
Or call us if you want at 1-866-217-1966.
That's a good year. I wasn't around, but it was probably a good year.
Great. You were around, you old.
I wasn't born.
Old so-and-so.
Oh, stop. Moving on. Braun Strowman and Baron Corbin. That was.
So,
I don't know how I feel about that.
so real quick before we get in there, Whoop Spartan Biscuit says he wants the boys from Ring of Honor versus the man Becky Lynch. That's not fair for the boys.
That's
Luke.
not. No, the
manhandled.
I see what you did there. Manhandled.
What's up with your?
It's just. It's more than an
obsession.
obsession. It's an infatuation.
You're infatuated
He wants
with
to.
these boys.
Chris Wooten wants to be a boy. He wants to be one of the boys.
Nick Milks as a WWE hater. He thought TLC was enjoyable. A few things aside, I understand.
I wouldn't say you're a hater, Nick Mills.
No, let him call
you're just
himself a
an
hater.
appreciator of the good things.
No, he's from Michigan. He's a hater.
That's true. Okay, I can't disagree with that. Here, coming from Columbus, Ohio. OHIO. Thank you so much. Moving on, we got still Braun Strowman. The whole beatdown. It's a TLC match. There's no disqualification.
Well, the way the match started, Baron basically came out and was like, well, where's Braun at? You know, if he loses, I'm the manager. And Braun came out, started talking like, hey man, this is a no disqualification match. So anybody could come in, like anybody tired of your bullcrap general managing skills can come in and interfere as long as I get the pin. And so that was followed by you got Finn
Balor,
you got Bobby Roode and Gable,
Glorious Gable,
Apollo No Charisma Cruz,
Was
there any more people came out?
No. Well, you got the referee.
Oh yeah, the
man,
referee.
he got kids. He's Slater in the building.
So they basically, Heath Slater took off his ref shirt.
I'm not gonna do it. I won't. I'll keep it on
Strip.
for you.
Strip.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah,
so they all just jumped Baron Corbin, and Baron Corbin weaseled his way out. He's going up the ramp. He said, I ain't having no more of none of this hootenanny. And guess who comes out to stop him from going back?
Kurt Angle.
He won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. Yeah.
You suck. It's fantastic. It's fantastic storyline being the former Raw general manager. It's a fine pin in the cap to finish that little feud that's going on.
They all hit their finishers on good old Baron, and Braun just got the pin 1, 2, 3. All this while Braun was in a sling because he had shoulder surgery or elbow surgery.
Bone spurs. Nick Milk saying the Corbin thing was good because they did what they needed to do. Agreed. A bunch of faces, including some lower tier, got some camera time, which is what is going to happen in the new McMahon era coming on with everyone taking over.
Right.
They got revenge on Baron for doing them dirty. And they got to make an appearance, and it was simple, straight to the point. It was good. It was just
fantastic.
because Finn Balor. Oh, that's funny.
Soft.
Oh gosh. Moving on. So Braun wins, gets a future Universal Championship match against Brock Lesnar.
The Brick Laser versus the Braun Strowman.
Bork Lordnar.
The Brick Lindenberg versus the Beef Stroganoff. Going to happen.
Sounds like a dish.
Yeah, they jumped Baron Wood to my boy Great Bearded Glory watching.
Yep, that's right. So it's going to be interesting. Moving on to the next. It's a tables match between Natalya and Ruby Riott. It was. I enjoyed that match, honestly. I know. I see the faces. Stop making the faces at the faces. It's all right. It happened. But I think it was a good match for what it did. Yeah. Natalya came out on top, literally putting Ruby Riott through a table, but she wasn't the only one to go through a table. We got good grief, what's her name? Sarah Logan went through a table.
And
then who's the other partner of the Riott Squad?
Sarah Logan and what's her name?
Wow, I am blanking so hard.
It's the blonde
Liv
chick,
Morgan,
the one who was with Enzo.
He's not here anymore.
Thank you. The shirts are fire. Shout out to Pro Wrestling.
Shout out Pro Wrestling Tees. Ryan Barkin doing fantastic jobs with the development of these.
But Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan got
everyone going through tables.
The table spots word to the Dudley Boys. Just,
get
3Ds.
Get the tables. Get the tables.
I'm dirty.
I want the Hitman to come out to kick ass. He doesn't wrestle anymore.
He comes out and then Goldberg just gonna kick him in the head again,
and
give him another concussion,
and he's done.
He's gonna look worse than the Jackass guys, and he's gonna blame it all on Seth Rollins because that's what he does.
Seth Rollins played Seth Rollins.
Hi.
Tahir Khan. Liv Spot looked nasty. That did. She fell hard on the back of her neck.
Yeah, she did.
And with all the issues she had with those kicks from Bella, it was just the face hooks. She was out.
She was out
cold.
Yeah.
Cold as a winter night. Cold.
But I hope she not hurt too bad because she's actually really good. Like, you could tell she wants to learn. She's still a little green, but she wants to learn. And I like
she has all the potential in the world and all the time to actually lead into Chris Wooten, the boys against the Riott Squad. Oh my goodness!
I actually got the boys going over on that one. Yeah, I got the boys going over on that one. Wait. So is it two of the boys on with Dalton Castle as a manager versus two of the Riott Squad with Ruby Riott as the manager, or 3 versus 3? Cause
I don't know.
I have the boys going over either way, but I mean, there's more of a chance for the girls to win if it's just 2-on-2. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, but it would be an interesting match. Dream matches someday, maybe. You never know. Just the boys.
Just the boys. Oh yeah, then the boys going over.
Boys are going to win. It's done deal. Moving on. Finn Balor comes back to take on Drew McIntyre in a one-on-one contest.
Well, this was your match.
That was your match to have.
I think he missed it.
He did. Soft body.
He was soft.
But it was a fantastic match. They just have chemistry. Finn Balor is future champion of WWE. He already was for a single day. Got hurt. Seth Rollins' fault. Not really. Kind of blaming him. But these faces right here. You see this? These are future champions right there. Definitely.
The first Universal Champion. We got my boy
Finn Balor, the guy.
First Universal Champion.
But he needs the belt back. Even though they're not doing the rematch clauses anymore.
Nope, which I like that. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that on Raw. But we're still on TLC. Finn Balor getting the win
Tables
after
and Lucky Charms.
That's not what the LC stands for. Ladders and chairs. That's the thing.
Tables, Lumberg, and Chris Griffin.
Okay, moving on. But Finn Balor with the distraction from Dolph Ziggler, I thought was a smooth play to further progress the storyline between all three men, and it moved on Raw, which we'll get to that later. But it was a big win for Finn Balor, which we didn't expect him to win. We wanted him to, but we did not see that happening.
But yeah, good for him. It
Absolutely.
was a good match.
Liv is fine. I don't really feel she's green. Everything that has happened to her wasn't her fault. I don't disagree with that.
Oh, I'm not blaming her getting kicked in the face. I'm talking about matches before then. I just wasn't a fan of. That's just me personally.
Dom is
sexist.
He's something. Anyway, moving on to Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton in a chairs match. The only chairs match for the night, because TLC is just, you got to break it up into individual pieces. You got one table, you got one chair, fight.
I'm going to start by saying this match, Randy Orton is soft. But no, I mean, it did what it needed to do.
They in general have chemistry as well. They've done this for years. They've been around. We were talking earlier. Rey Mysterio has been wrestling since 1989.
That was when he debuted.
I wasn't even born yet.
Nope.
What?
I was. I've been here for a minute. You know. I'm old,
no.
Wait, no, I wasn't.
He was not. But Rey Mysterio getting the win. I saw Rey Mysterio doing the slide onto the chair onto Randy Orton. I thought that was a fun little piece.
He boogie boarded the chair onto Randy Orton, soft. And yeah, it was a fun match. I'm glad Randy won. I mean, not Randy. I'm glad Ray won.
Ray won.
Wow, for having a speech impediment, that was hard to say.
Sad boy.
Yeah, I feel like they could have done a little more. Like there was still a lot left for my imagination.
Absolutely.
But it did what it needed to do. I liked it. I'm not upset at it.
Agreed. We appreciate your comments. Keep commenting. Tell us how you feel about TLC. Call in at 1-866-217-1966. Talk to us. We love talking to you. We're here every week. We're just looking forward to everything Wrestling Nation has to bring to the show.
Great bit of glory. Just commenting that Randy Orton is the softest in WWE. Agreed. Soft.
Moving on, we got Ronda Rousey in a Women's Raw Championship against Nia Jax with Tamina by her side.
Yeah.
It was an okay match for what it was.
It was all right. It moved the feud along. It made Nia seem not Nia. It didn't make any of them seem weak in any way, shape, or form.
Ronda jumping the gun a little bit. Not even jumping the gun. She's literally jumping off the post. She's broadening her horizons in some of her moveset, so she's definitely showing the growth. She's getting a little bit better on the mic, so it's just baby steps, but it's adding up to the long run where she's going to have a legendary run as a champion. Bill saying it was a fun match about the prior match with Ray. They just didn't have the time. It was a small spot on the card.
They would have gave him more time. That's what I was saying. He has showcased a lot more since he left WWE and came back. I wish
he has gone a lot of tribals. Mexico, Britain, Japan, all over.
But back to we got Rousey and Nia Jax.
Rousey getting the W, tapping out Nia Jax with some. It wasn't really an arm bar. It was like
an arm breaker.
It was
cut
just
it down to fact.
It was something with an arm.
The arm.
Twerk. It was a little.
I mean tweaking, not twerking. There was no booty play. Popping out butt.
But it was over.
But it was good to do it. Tamina tried to get some interference, and Rousey was having none of that.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping to see more from Tamina. She hasn't really had a presence other than just a scary face during like tag matches. Not literally.
She looked like Sindel from Mortal Kombat to put on a muscle. She's scary. She could use that hair and whip people up like Bianca Belair.
Mortal Kombat 11 coming out soon.
Oh yeah,
I'm stoked about that. Everything Gaming Nation, check that out here on Fan Chat Nation.
All right, now Woot just wants to kill the boys with the boys versus Nia and Tamina. You see what Nia did to Becky Lynch's face? She gonna do that to the boys. Everything.
The face breaker.
No.
This is the money making face breaker.
Right. None
hers,
of that.
not mine.
No, none of that.
It's so good.
I got my Nia and Tamina winning that one.
Easily. Sorry.
Yeah, it's squash match.
Samoan strength right there. That's
terrifying.
That's all it odds up to be. Moving on, we got the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan defending it against AJ Styles. Ooh, this was a good match. Real quick,
in the prior shows, I said I could say nothing wrong about AJ Styles.
What?
He's a flat earther.
What?
Yeah, he's a flat earther.
No.
Yeah.
Is it because he's from North Carolina? Or
no, I don't know. He's just a flat earther, and that's sad. Well, anyway, so this match was fun. It was a dream match, really.
It really was. It was backwards to what I would imagine it in the booking of normally, where you would have a heel AJ Styles taking on the face of WWE Daniel Bryan, but that is not the case. Chris Wooten, AJ Styles does not, I repeat, does not.
Christina Hartsock coming in to correcting us.
Oh,
the Daniel Bryan.
Exactly.
Our bad. My bad. So, we got two indie darlings that finally made their way up to WWE in big time, and now they're facing each other.
It was so good. Just the way they played the match, the build to it, the effectiveness of each maneuver.
How we're all fickle.
Dom is fickle.
Not even fickle.
So fickle. And the new Daniel Bryan picking up the win in the end.
That curb stomp he does, it's
just brutal.
Grab their arm and just stomp their face like it don't matter no more.
Oh, okay. Bill's saying AJ said he's not a flat earther after Daniel Bryan said he was.
Okay.
Says he just has different thoughts about NASA.
All right. Thank you for clearing that up. Now back to my previous statement. AJ Styles can do no wrong in my book. And
how dare you talk badly of AJ Styles?
Watch your mouth calling Billy Ray Cyrus. Don't make me come over to Everything Beer Nation and talk straighten you out, boy.
Gonna get these hands. these hands.
All right. Soft biscuit.
Soft biscuit. Moving on to the Intercontinental Championship. Dean Ambrose taking on Seth Rollins to challenge for that IC belt. This was a hard match to follow for AJ Styles after AJ and Daniel Bryan. I mean, it was good for what it was, but it's definitely just a builder match to a sequel or a threequel down the line, I think. What do you think, Young Custodian?
I did not like it. I thought it was too long. It dragged on a bit. I like that Dean Ambrose won.
Yes.
Let's hurry up and end this feud so we get Seth Rollins in that Universal
I said it last
picture.
week. Last week on show number 2, Seth Rollins is going to drop. Seth Rollins is going to go into the Rumble. He's going to run the Rumble. I'm saying he's going to come in at number 2.
I agree with what Billy said. The placement of this match really hurt it.
Absolutely.
And also, yes, Sean, this match was booty. But, I mean, I feel like if it was a little bit shorter, it would have been fine. The crowd really took over this match. They started cheering boring in the middle of the match, and then they started chanting for the man, Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
So, like, the crowd didn't give it any chance, and, like, you know.
It is what it is.
They did the best they could do in this time, which is hard, I mean, for Seth Rollins especially, because he's been just carrying everything Raw on his back for himself.
Monday Night Rollins, that's right.
What up, Squiz? I see you in the building. But this was just a hard match for me to like, and yeah, that's all it is for me. Like, I went to the bathroom a couple times. Had me a couple sodas.
You don't drink soda. Dean Ambrose picked up the win though for the new Intercontinental Championship. I think he'll have a lengthy run. I think it'll go through WrestleMania.
Squiz, you were watching with us. What did you feel about TLC? How did you like it? What were your favorite parts? What were your favorite moments?
Anybody, tell us how you feel.
Squiz, anybody. Yeah,
everybody. We have so many viewers, so many likes, so many followers, but we need more. We hit 2,000. I'm wearing a Gold Dust outfit. I don't think you understand of how serious we are about that. I've been looking at that. It's going to be a couple $100 because I'm a large man, and that's a lot of fabric.
And that's a lot of gold.
Solid gold.
And if you stay till the end of the stream, we're going to be answering some viewer fan comments that they left on a thread we posted on the Facebook. So stay and watch the whole stream, everybody.
Because it's going to be fantastic. Moving on to the main event. I've been looking forward to this. This has been down the line. It's been building and coming after time.
We got Charlotte Flair.
Woo!
We got Asuka.
The Empress of Tomorrow.
Let him see Asuka.
Oh.
Look at her. And then we got the man,
Becky Lynch. Ooh, she's got that grin.
TLC
and that was
match for the SmackDown Women's title.
It is a championship. It was, honestly, I think it was probably the best match of the night. Just the way that they progressed, the action between all three competitors. It was just phenomenal.
This match had me on edge the whole time. I was screaming at the TV.
I was nervous about the ladder spot where Becky jumps onto the announcer table.
Oh yeah.
Asuka ducked out of the way. Charlotte took a full booty shot to her chest. I thought an implant popped again. I don't know. It was very concerning. But
Bill says the right woman won in this case. Frees up Becky for a Rumble win.
That's what I'm saying.
I like that. Yeah, we had Asuka coming out as the new women's champion.
Woo! It's been long awaited after her Goldberg-worthy undefeated streak, surpassing his numbers. It was just a phenomenal win and a great way to cap off the night.
Great bit of glory, saying it was his favorite match of the night. It was my favorite match of the night.
Easily.
And that says a lot coming from me because I used to be really hard on women's wrestling. And oh my gosh, I marked out so
Dom is very
judgmental
when it comes to
everything wrestling. Not just women, everything wrestling. And
because we appreciate it. We're just
true
connoisseurs.
It's like the name of this podcast has something to do with us liking everything wrestling.
What?
Nation.
Who'd have thought?
Everything Wrestling Nation of Domination.
I don't know if I should do that.
No.
I'll keep it down. Moving on to Raw.
Owen Hart was in the Nation.
Yes, he was.
So you could be my
we start out with Raw. McMahons are taking over again. I like it.
McMahons are back in town.
McMahons are back in town. I think it's great. It's the direction they need.
I like how everybody was cheering Vince McMahon, and then he said, "I don't want to hear no boos," and then the whole crowd like, "All right, we'll just boo him."
You know you're a fantastic figure when you have to tell somebody to boo you.
I'm a fantastic figure.
You have a fantastic figure doesn't mean you are a fantastic figure. But all the McMahons, Stephanie, Shane, Triple H, who's kind of a McMahon, but he's got his own last name.
I think you're the only person to put Triple H after Shane. Vince McMahon didn't even. He said, "Here's my family," and then Stephanie comes out, and then Triple H, and then Shane came out. Like Vince doesn't care about Shane.
Who's the favorite son right now? The
Triple
real one
H.
or the son-in-law?
The real one, Triple H.
No.
I mean, what's Shane McMahon doing for NXT?
Oh.
Shane McMahon ain't fine Finn Balor. Shane McMahon is just jumping off stage. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so mean to Shane McMahon. Here comes the money. Somebody gifts this. Somebody put this in a GIF and put it slow motion.
That's Shane McMahon. It's just bouncing.
Oh, I'm gifting
But Raw,
this.
it's a fantastic start. McMahons are taking over. Baron Corbin comes out to plead his case because it wasn't fair last night to be going against all of those people in the DQ with a no disqualification TLC match.
Don't rush into it. Before they could even talk, before Corbin could even get a word in, he was just getting booed and booed. And just embarrassing himself in front of the McMahon. And Stephanie walking around with the mic like, hey, what's crowd, what they saying? And Vince McMahon like, you have a mic and they don't. And I feel bad for Baron Corbin.
He filled the void of
they were being mean to him.
The general manager elect.
He's doing right. Like, he's making us hate him. But they are just, ever since he screwed up the cashing in the Money in the Bank, he had just been humiliated.
He had to shave his hair because of that.
Well, I mean, he had to shave his hair for other week. He had alopecia.
Hi, Juj One Way. How you doing? Thanks for watching here on Everything Wrestling Nation. Katie Kimball, how you doing, fam? Watching over there probably at What the Tux, or maybe with Eric at home. But the McMahon's, Corbin's pleading his case. Corbin embarrassing himself. He gets a match of a shot of redemption. Who's he got to beat?
Against a mystery opponent.
Who's it going to be? It's going to be
Pete Gas of the Mean Street Posse. Kurt Angle. It was
Kurt Angle. I don't even. Wow, Mean Street. You've been watching a lot of Edge and Christian show that reeks of awesomeness, haven't you?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, Baron has to.
I have a problem real quick with that. Not a big problem because I'm a big Kurt Angle fan. But they were talking about we'll be seeing new face. This would be the perfect time to debut somebody from NXT. Because he said a mystery opponent, and it could have just been EC3 coming out and submitting his spot as like, yo,
he's the top 1%.
What's up? I done beat your general manager, and he's strong boy. You can tell he trains with us because look at all our 6-packs. Yeah, we big boys.
Big boys.
But no, I like that it was Kurt Angle. It ending this feud.
And then the match changed.
Oh, yeah.
It becomes to a handicap match. And a bunch of people come out. Same people as last night.
Bobby Roode and Gable and Apollo Crews come out.
And it comes into a no disqualification match.
Mm-hmm. And they all just get chairs and beat the crap out of Baron. And everybody hits their finisher. Then the crowd goes, tables, 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 tables. And then, so to listen to the crowd, they got some tables.
They got tables, put people through tables. It was a good spot. It was a fresh, I wouldn't say a fresh way, but it was a interesting start to Raw.
Vince worked us. Yes, Billy. I agree with you. Think about it. These NXT call-ups have been rumored for a while now. Sammy and Owens have been due back anytime now. Everyone knew Corbin's time was coming up. Raw moved along with the same storyline, just us as Baron Corbin of Raw. Yep. That's basically what happened, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, Rumble's going to be interesting when it comes down to it of who's going to be where, what sort of position people are going to be going into leading up to WrestleMania. The segment was a waste of time on because it was the exact same thing on the pay-per-view. I 100% agree. It's just more camera time for Baron Corbin.
It was a waste of time, but it was fun.
It's going to be to the point where I think Baron needs to go away for a little bit, do a little self-discovery, as we all should at some time,
right?
Especially you. But anyway, Baron's going to be gone for a little while, I think. I think it's swell. I saw that. Moving on, Finn Balor, Dolph Ziggler going on.
New faces. We have never seen this match before on Raw. What?
New phone. Who dis?
I liked it. It was fun.
It was a good match. Dolph works with anybody, and he's just stellar. He sells so well.
Yep.
Finn looking fantastic.
Wait, was his hair straightened this time, or was it ramen noodle-y?
It was kind of straight. It was in a man bun.
Yeah, he's
man straight.
So he was talking to our manager, complaining with his 5 kids,
stylist.
Aiden, Hayden, and Caden.
What?
I'm just making
I
jokes.
can tell. But DQ happened as Drew McIntyre comes in to put a beating on both the boys.
What up, Jordan? Congratulations on that baby.
Who had a baby?
My buddy Jordan's having a baby.
Congratulations from Everything Wrestling Nation. Hi, Jordan.
Jordan, how are you?
After that, Dean Ambrose coming out, trying to get a hold of Rollins, trying to get him to come out anywhere. He's out there with the gas mask guys, just calling him out.
He's like, this is an open challenge, but not for the title because you don't deserve an open challenge, Seth.
And then cricket.
Cricket.
And then you know what? Fine. You know what? I'm going to do an open challenge to anyone but Seth Rollins. And who answers the call?
Pete Gas of Mean Street Posse.
No, it is Tyler Breeze getting 2 title opportunities 2 weeks in a row. First for the NXT North American Championship, now for the Intercontinental Championship.
Awesome.
I like
seeing Prince Pretty up in there getting his groove on.
With his little selfie stick doing his hair.
Oh, yeah. I liked it.
It was a good match.
It was a good match, quick little match. Dean ended up winning. Dirty Deeds 1, 2, 3, and then he's like, Dean Ambrose gets on the mic and like, yeah, I'm Dean. Man, look at my coat. Where you at, Seth? And then you just hear, burn it down.
And he's distracted.
And then all the security SWAT team Bane looking people go up at the front of the ramp like, oh, we about to get Seth. And then from behind him, one of his own dudes super kicks him, takes the mask off, and it's Monday Night Rollins there to show him what the deal is, what the dealio. What up, Marco?
I agree. Marco, how you doing? I'm so happy for Breeze and Fandango back in the gym. It makes me wonder if the team will be given the push when he's back.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so, because Fashion Police was fire.
Let's get that Fashion Police back
Police.
up in there. Yeah, Fashion Police versus the Heavy Machinery. Let's go.
Let's go. Paunchy, how you doing? Thanks for watching Everything Wrestling Nation. I think it's fantastic. It was a good segment. Tag Team Championship opportunity for a #1 contendership against The Revival, the B Team, Authors of Pain, a.k.a. AOP, with Drake Maverick, and Lucha House Party. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was swell. Also, sidebar, you two could beat the piss out of the entire Mean Street Posse.
Bring it on. I'm calling you out, Mean Street Posse. Where you at? Where you at? I want you. Come on, dog.
We're doing a stream. Stop calling people out.
Calling out Mean Street Posse, calling out Spartan Biscuit. They all soft.
All of them. But who picks up the win? It was a great match, first off, between they all had chemistry back and forth, the random tags, not seeing it. Who gets the win? The Revival.
Yes.
Oh, it's long-awaited.
Yes.
Long-awaited.
Oh, and then AOP gets all upset. They're like, we want a rematch clause. And then they go, rematch clause, what's the word? Acquainted? They're not there anymore. Antiquated.
That's it's old school, but guess what? We're in a new era.
You want a tag team title? You gotta earn it.
You gotta earn it. Ooh. And who earned it? The Revival. That's coming up.
So
we go hard all day and night, no flips, just fists.
Day and night.
Chris Wooten, The Revival is the rebirth of the tag team nation. You're gonna get these
boys
hands.
Would get murdered by the Revival. And the Mean Street Posse.
They are the rebirth of, I'm calling it now, the Brainbusters. They look up to them. The Tully Blanchard, the Arn Anderson. They are just the phenomenal what tag team wrestling needs to be.
Also, though, agreeing with Great Beard of Glory, FTR.
Oh, that's being the elite, though. Kayfabe. Moving on. Revival getting a future tag team championship shot against Glorious Gable. I don't know if that's happening next week or the week following. I'm not 100% sure.
It's going to be on the Christmas show. Because they I'm going to go off around here. They pre-taped the Christmas show and the New Year show, and people are upset because of that. And I'm just going to be like, why are you upset that they pre-taped the show? These guys work their asses off for us day in and day out for 300 days a year. Let them have time for their families.
Exactly.
Last year, they had to work Christmas. Everybody was in the heat. Now they're pre-taping the show for Christmas, and everybody's all upset. Don't be like that. Don't be that guy. All right?
Don't be that guy. Jacob Compton, how you doing?
And Spartan Biscuit, if they look like two truck drivers, you look like the person they pick up at a lot.
Well, you got to do what you got to do to get
soft.
Got to get you
with
what
that
you got
mustache.
At an NXT live show, Nick Milk's going on a little story. 3 years ago, The Revival and American Alpha, Jason Jordan, Chad Gable, fantastic tag teams, put on the best tag team match I've ever seen in person. Felt like watching the Brainbusters versus the Steiners, except now he's almost 40. He just had his goal.
How's the recovery going, Nick? How you feeling, brother?
How you feeling? You're bedridden. I'm sorry about that, but we're glad you're here in the chat, livening it up here on Everything Wrestling Nation.
Get to watch all those movies you love.
All the movies. Almost hit that 100. Moving on, Women's Gauntlet. The women of Raw take over the last hour of Raw, and I like it.
I liked it a lot. I liked the gauntlet match. My girl Bailey was kind of Iron Man in it for a second.
She was. She took out 2 people, went on to a third. Who was the other outstanding?
Mickey James did
Mickey
really
James
good.
beat Bailey, and then Natalia just running the rest. It was just good chemistry. It was
really
constant
good.
wrestling. Most wrestling I've seen on Raw in a long time, honestly.
Yeah.
So I think they're getting the picture that they need to progress and do better. Make sure you guys watch the Revival match next week.
Yeah, I heard that too, Billy. I heard it was really good.
I'm staying away from it. I'm
trying to avoid spoilers, but
I'm showing reservation.
I heard I was listening to some radio and I heard it was really good. I can't wait to watch it.
I'm excited. But it all boils down to this. Natalia, the friend of Ronda Rousey, will be challenging her for the Raw Women's Championship next week on Raw. She won it. She earned it. I feel like it was a great way. She beat Ruby Riott to earn the opportunity. It continues their story or it ends it. Either way, I'm okay with it.
Too sweet, Jordan.
Too sweet, Jordan Nieper. It's fantastic. I think it's a good cap. Ronda came out and congratulated her.
They're either going to be friends at the end of it or Natty's going to turn heel again.
I'd be okay with it. Is Natalia the big show of the women's division where she doesn't know if she's a face or a heel?
I thought you meant we're going totally different with
No,
that. But yeah,
not
I guess so.
what I
Yeah,
was saying.
because I'm sorry.
She just doesn't know who she wants to be.
She don't know what to do and who to do.
I am inside. Mulan.
That's why they call him Fresh Voice.
Fresh Voice. How you doing? Hey. Moving on to SmackDown. SmackDown was a fantastic show. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Opened up with a little pep talk from Shane McMahon saying thank you to Paige for all of her GM duties.
That's not even the best part, though.
What's the best part?
The New Day eating steak in front of Daniel Bryan.
That was just, and then Biggie giving him that side eye like, what you gonna do? What little girl? What you gonna do? Oh man, these fickle New Day boys.
They are WWE fickle boys.
The fickle boys. But then Becky Lynch comes out to air her grievances, how she deserves to get a title shot. Charlotte says she doesn't deserve it. Asuka's saying, I am the new champion. I love it. I love Asuka as the champion. You still look pretty.
Prince Pretty.
Tyler Breeze. But I love Asuka being champion. I think it's fantastic.
I like Billy and Kyle say, frees up Becky for that Rumble win.
That
Let's
Rumble
go.
win for the Women's Rumble.
Got Becky and Asuka.
You all right?
No, I think I just had a stroke.
Frick it.
Oh, yeah, Becky and Ronda. Yeah, she's going to pick Ronda. They're going to main event WrestleMania.
Main event WrestleMania. I called
it right now.
Called it last week.
I'm calling you
I beat
last
you.
week.
Call me at 1-866-217-1966. Call us. Talk to us. We'll talk to you. It'll be a glorious time. Asuka gets a title defense opportunity. Someone rose to the call. Vince McMahon put out against Naomi, former 2-time SmackDown Women's Championship. Do you feel the glow? How about now?
No.
I don't have it.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now? Anyway, so Naomi and Asuka.
It was a good match. A lot of, I would say, the queens of hip attacks. They are the Taguchis of women's wrestling.
Funky weapons everywhere. A lot of booty. A lot of booty.
But it was a good match. Ends up with the Asuka lock getting the W for Asuka for her first successful title defense. I see her carrying all the way through WrestleMania. We need to get a sign. We need to build a WrestleMania sign in the studio.
No, we don't.
We definitely do.
We don't need to build one. I don't know how to build.
I know a guy. Asuka retains. Moving on. Just a little snippet. Miz is seen backstage begging to Vince McMahon to basically
He knocked on the door and his knock was soft.
Well, it's the Miz. He's from Ohio. He's a fantastic character. But the issue is he wants to be Shane McMahon's partner. I was very disturbed by this because it seemed like even though he's happily married to Maurice, he wanted Shane McMahon as a partner.
The Boys versus now Bret Hart by Spartan Biscuit. Come on. The Boys winning.
Oh, my gosh.
The Boys are winning, and it's not going to be a good match.
Control yourself.
The Boys are... Control yourself around the Boys, man.
Oh, you're embarrassing the Boys.
Yeah, you're making the Boys look stronger than they actually are.
So Miz has to prove himself worthy to be Shane McMahon's partner, comes out, has a match later. We'll get into that. But first, Jeff Hardy comes out because Samoa Joe's supposed to have an apology prepared for Jeff Hardy. Turns out it's just an intervention for Jeff. But I feel like the best turnaround ever comes, and Jeff Hardy ends up owning Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Comes out, he's trying to displace all of his grievances and all of his issues, saying, what are you so upset about? The fact that you've been on the main roster for 2 years and you haven't held a title yet? I died. I thought that was the greatest comeback.
So now that Kyle's dead, we're going to need a new host for Everything Wrestling Nation. And by God, that's The Undertaker. He's back alive.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Joe, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I hope Joe wins the feud.
I think Joe will go over in the long run, but it's just taking a lot of build. I like their chemistry.
Joe retired Jeff Hardy because he's hurting.
He's a hurt boy. He's hurting so hard. His back issues. Same thing happened to Matt.
Right.
Hi Claude. Hi George. Lucian. How you doing?
Lucian.
Thanks for
George,
watching.
Claude.
Yep, all those people. Fantastic. Thanks for watching Everything Wrestling Nation. Miz has his opportunity to tag.
In a mixed match challenge.
Ooh, it was a surprise.
Tag.
It was a mixed match tag match.
Sorry. Yeah,
he's partnered with the goddess, Mandy Rose, the golden goddess, taking on R-Truth and Carmella.
Dance party.
The Hardy Boys is a fact, Derek Otonic. The Hardys are Hardys now. Let's see what else we got. Ian Quinn in the building. How you doing? But the Miz and the Mandy Rose was an okay match. This is what I'm predicting for that upcoming the 30 spot on the Rumble. Miz saying he's the best in the world, or 2/3 of the best in the world. I deserve that number 30 spot. He's going to broker a way to get a match for R-Truth for that spot, and he's going to come in number 30 for the Rumble. He's going to steal it from R-Truth.
I don't know. I want R-Truth to win.
I don't know. I think it'll be it'll be something for Miz to work for, because I'm not digging the Shane McMahon happening right now. It just doesn't work for me.
I don't. It's weird, but I mean, Shane McMahon, they're always going to put him in a spot. Yeah. So, I mean, I can see it happen. I can see either or happening. Yeah. I want R-Truth to stay number 30 because he always done something fun at the Royal Rumble. Like that time he brought in a ladder. Thought it was a ladder match.
That's the wrong match.
That was hilarious.
I feel like it'll be even better if R-Truth believes he's the number 30 in the women's match. Comes out number 30 to Carmella's music. Right. And it's just, I think that'll be hilarious.
And he wins. I want to win. Throwing all of them over.
R-Truth going to be the new SmackDown Women's Champion for WrestleMania.
They do the whole James Ellsworth thing.
I like it. It'll be amusing. Moving on, we got the tag team. The Club. Haven't seen them since August. Where have they been?
Being good brothers out, just brothering it up. Having a couple brother beers, just good brothering it up.
Good brothers. See, Nick Milks sharing my agreement. I like Fresh Voice's idea, especially because I want Miz to walk out of Mania with the belt.
All right, go back to bed,
Ohio.
Nick. Go back
Let's go. But he's in Michigan, but he supports me.
Go back to bed.
But the Club versus the Usos in a new tag team match that we haven't seen since August because they haven't been on TV.
Right.
But it's been fresh. It's a good match. Good back and forth between both sets of teams. And the match doesn't even get to the end. The bar comes out the front.
They look like they're about to jump them. And then out of nowhere.
Sanity. Oh, my goodness.
Killian
I loved it.
Dane, Eric Young, and
Alexander Wolf.
Oh.
I loved it. I thought it was fresh. The Sanity's been on the main roster for so many months, and they haven't been doing anything with them. I think this is fresh. I think, like me, it's going to be something new faces. The McMahons called it on Raw. It's just going to lead to more and more opportunities for new people to get into that title picture and just to show significance in the SmackDown roster.
And while leaving the ring, they look at the bar and said, "We beat y'all to it." Well, Eric Young goes, "We beat y'all to it. We get y'all to it," because his voice is
It's like between smashed vocal cords and a smoker's 30-year tenure of voice.
He had vocal cord surgery. He can't help it.
Poor. It's like Honma in New Japan. But anyway, main event. I thought this was a snacky cake. Oh, buddy. AJ Styles versus Mustafa Ali against Daniel Bryan and Andrade Cien Almas. Tranquilo, original OG Tranquilo man down in Mexico of Los Ingobernables. This was a fantastic tag match. I thought it was stellar. back and forth. It was
for
confirmed.
sure.
Mustafa Ali is a permanent SmackDown resident now.
A lot of great hair.
Oh, so much hair in this
A lot
match.
of great hair.
Except for, the fickle Daniel Bryan.
Fickle.
It was great. It was phenomenal. Like
Fickle.
AJ, phenomenal. Get it? Because that's it. In the forearm with the.
Oh yeah, his calf crusher.
Oh. No. Mustafa Ali hitting the finisher, the inverted 450, aka the 054. But the fantastic spot. I found a video on the onlines,
On the interwebs.
The interwebs. Mustafa Ali's knee landed right on Daniel Bryan's face. That seems painful.
His head is already soft because all the concussions and everything.
Right.
He was retired for how many years ago?
It was at least 2. I don't remember. He was irrelevant, and then he came back this year.
Mm-hmm.
Taking hits like that is what makes him so good, and that's why Daniel Bryan
is
our
superstar
of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Bryan he's just...
Well, no, not Daniel Bryan. The new Daniel
the
Bryan.
new Look at it. Here's the spot right here.
Right on his head.
Right on his jaw. Good grief, his beard's going to fall off. Look at him.
See, he doesn't even eat meat, but he ate a knee that night, didn't he?
Ate the bone clean. Good grief. It's just painful. That's why he's such a fantastic superstar.
He hits like that, he'll come back and look, blow.
Ugh.
But yeah, man, I think Daniel Bryan, the new Daniel Bryan, not the old Daniel Bryan, not the Yes Movement, not Bryan Danielson.
That's right.
The new Daniel Bryan is our superstar.
It's a
of the week.
fantastic character. He's just through the change of coming out of retirement.
Not even a character
it's just
anymore.
who he is.
He's just a dirty hippie.
He
vegan.
cares about the world.
Why?
Stop using water bottles. Reuse them. Reuse your water bottles.
You use them.
Too sweet.
I mean, I'm dirty. I'm probably gonna just litter and stuff.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan ain't gonna do nothing to me.
It's because you're a hoodlum jerkbag.
I'm jerkbag gang. Yeah, well,
That's
I'm
how it
custodian.
is.
I clean up.
But he is a custodian. Inverted 450.
All right, Derek.
I like
that.
that.
That was a good one,
that's
Mr. Derek
good.
G.
I couldn't even say it. That's how good it was. Everyone hates vegans. Perfect here. It's so relatable.
Yeah.
Like everyone just
ain't
has.
related to nobody.
I don't know. It's because they view them as pretentious, or
I mean, yeah, and we're fickle. We're
just not on Daniel Bryan's level.
Our carbon footprint is ruining the environment. I don't even know if I said that right. Is that
That's right. You did such a good job. I'm so proud of
Yeah.
you, Hercules. Oh, but it was so good. It's the rebirth of the straight edge society with a new slant. The new Daniel Bryan is killing it.
Yeah, well, they got gluten-free beers too, so you could be a vegan and still drink too, y'all.
Yeah, it's just all about you gotta have control and stop leaving your footprint. If you leave your footprint, it's because you're walking through some mud or something, barefoot, because you gotta recycle and just don't use it.
Great bit of glory telling Nick Milk they could keep that vegan straight edge stuff to themselves. Facts.
That's funny. I don't drink. Anyway, moving on. Some of the comments we got from.
Real quick, what are some of your favorite the new Daniel Bryan moments? Lex Luthor, I see you in the building. Shout out iBattle, Colt Gang.
Battle rap is a real thing. I'm not a part of it, but Young Custodian's deep in that.
But yeah, so yeah, what's your favorite, the new Daniel Bryan moments? And throw those in those comments. And speaking of comments, had a couple Facebook comments left, so we're going to answer some questions.
So I was let's start with Derek Ratonic. He had a fantastic question, which we already know Dom's answer. Unsanctioned Pro is a Columbus-based where we are wrestling corporation, which we are heavily favored in. We love them. They have some fantastic wrestlers.
Some of the best professional wrestling in Columbus, Ohio.
Absolutely.
Unsanctioned Pro.
The question is, who's our favorite member on the roster? Dom, let's hear who your
Listen,
favorite.
it's not Mance, all right? I'm telling you right now, Mance is talented. But anybody who gets in the face of Young Custodian is not my favorite, all right? I got him.
The new CZW champion.
I'm going to say my favorite member of the unsanctioned roster is either Schlack or Casanova. Or Space Monkey. Space Monkey.
Oh, Ames, Young Lion in the building.
Yo, Young Lion, happy birthday, Young Lion.
Happy birthday, Young
Lion.
Lion.
Birthday up in here. He's younger.
Ian Quinn saying Neil Diamond Cutter's his favorite because he came out to Sweet Caroline. Come on, you can't get better than that.
Right.
Nick Milk's got a question. Well, let me answer my favorite. Honestly, my favorite roster member of Unsanctioned Pro right now, Eric Ryan.
Eric Ryan.
Boy, he had a fantastic match with Marcus Crane in the Lego Death Match, the first show. Second show, having a fantastic one-off with Arrow Boy, picking up the W with the athleticism between both of them. And now he's in the main event, the four-way for the potential unsanctioned pro hardcore championship against Casanova Valentine, Cody Rice, and G. Raver. This is going to be a scary match.
And Mance, or if Mance wins, he'll be in it.
If Mance wins his match with Connor Claxton, the winner of that match will also be inserted into the main event.
If Connor Claxton wins, he'll be inserted in the main event.
It's just, it's chaos. It's a 24/7 defense rule, like old school hardcore championship in WWE, but it's delightful.
Anything can happen from now till January 5th.
January 5th. It's a matter. We're less than almost 2 weeks.
You're 2 weeks.
I wish it's been 1 week since you looked at me. Jesse House, how you doing? Mike Wine, Brother Wine, how you doing? Chris Wooden is a Mance fan. He's a Mance fan.
Nick is soft. I mean, Woot is soft, not Nick. Back to Nick's question.
Nick's question. What do you, let me read it right. So what do you expect from Ring of Honor in 2019? Can they rebound from losing the Elite and create new stars and carry them forward? Yes. Absolutely. Yes. They've already started. I don't know. Yeah, it aired already. It happened on the day after, the Saturday. The Villain Enterprises.
They got PCO, Marty Squirrel, Brody King. Come on.
They're signing more names here and there and everywhere. Bandito. They've signed Mark Haskins from the British scene. It's going to Ring of Honor.
As long as Ring of Honor has Cheeseburger, they will always be
Cheeseburger
over.
with the Shote. Ooh, you don't.
But no, the Elite, they don't need the Elite to run every show. I think the Ring of Honor will do fine.
I agree. The way that the Elite is moving now, they're going to start their own federation. Is the assumption? Nothing's confirmed. It's all heresy and hearsay at this point. But the All Elite Wrestling, I think it'll be phenomenal. I think just it'll matter of what other talent they convince to come. Right. They are backed by a $7 billion man, the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the potential is up there.
It's ridiculous. It's all up to speculation now, but I think anything could happen.
People in the comments shouting out who is taking the ring tonight. Let's see. Tonight we got Impact Wrestling that's happening. I'm not sure what's happening on Impact Wrestling. I haven't been watching that. What else is going on? If you've watched NXT, you saw some of that, but we'll get onto that for the very end. Darren, how you doing? Thanks for checking in. Everything Wrestling Nation.
PCO.
You can tell us how you're watching. Are you on Facebook? Are you on YouTube? Are you on a computer? Your phone? Tell us how you are. What you love about wrestling.
With your mind.
Or type it in the comments.
Oh, that too. Yeah, that's good.
Helpful.
All right, another question. We had, how do we will Blood be returning on screen in WWE?
Will Blood be returning to WWE in a major fashion?
Yes and no. Like on main pay-per-views and stuff, I can see it happening, but only if it will be good for the match and the story. But on TV, especially with them signing the deal with Fox, I think if there is blood, it's accidental. I don't think blading will be a thing. It'll be
blading will never be a thing again.
But no, I like blood. I like the emotion that blood brings, but I doubt that we'll see it in a major way.
I agree. Completely. Just with the Fox signing, they're going to Fox starting in October of 2019. They got to keep that clean slate, and they got to get going well. Chris Wooten just screaming the boys. I don't understand.
He likes boys.
He likes the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
The boys. Don't get it wrong.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. Let's see. Let's do the top 5 of then. And next week, we'll do the now.
All right, our top 5 of people back then.
Top 5 wrestlers that we love from back then. What do you classify as back then, young Custodian?
Before wrestling, I don't know.
Give me a year that you would say now.
So from 99 back would be back then.
I would agree. That's pretty good. Let's see. Darren saying, I'm all old school, but I'm also not good with old. Wrestlers continuing to come out and make appearance well beyond their time. I agree.
Facts, yes.
Yeah, it's Undertaker should stop. Others are they're out of control.
Let the young kids show what the young kids can show.
That's the issue with WWE.
That was it, yeah.
No, it still is. They're not making any new superstars. They're just continuing to recycle the old ones. I
wouldn't say all that. A lot of the only old guy that they're recycling right now is Brock Lesnar.
That's true, but he's never there.
Everybody in the main roster right now is still youngish.
Chris Wooten saying he loves Rick Rude. Oh,
Rick Rude, yeah.
Rick Rude, rest in peace. He was fantastic.
Shoot me your top 5 from back then.
My top 5.
Are we doing one tag and then the rest?
I'm doing one tag and
All
the
right.
rest gentlemen.
All right.
Number 1, Vader. I loved Vader with all my heart. He was the one of the originator big men flying. I loved him doing the moonsault, the Vader bomb. It was fantastic.
Planes have always been a thing. Big guys can fly.
Big guys, stop it. But Bam Bam Bigelow was also up there for me. I just have an infatuation. I want to fly. I'm a peacock, Captain. You gotta let me fly. Road Warriors. Them are some. I don't think there's any real hard hitting boys like these guys in wrestling anymore.
War Machine,
but they're not wrestling right now because Hanson is hurt. He's got some. Jujay One Way saying he's watching on Facebook. My last one, Ric Flair, the styling, profiling, jet flying, son of a gun, Space Mountain. Be the man, you got to beat the man, and he was the man back in the day. Young
Becky
Custodian, your top 5 from back in the day.
I got my boy number 1, Ohio native, played for the Cincinnati Reds. We going Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, he's just one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen. Just from pageantry all the way to wrestling to his technicality. He came out to pumping circumstance. Like to graduate, you graduate, you're coming out to Macho Man. That's all I'm saying.
That's what it is.
It was just, and he's Ohio boy.
That's right.
Tag team. I'm going.
Who you think? What's
Steiner Brothers.
What?
I'm going Steiner Brothers. Nick Milks. Those your boys, Michigan. But no, yeah, hard hitting, classic wrestling. They're like the preludes to the Kurt Angles and the. Glorious Gable.
Yeah, and Glorious, the pre-wrestling wrestlers.
Yes, and prequel to that. They're like Kurt Hennig too. Like he was great, but he's not in my list. So we got what'd I say? Macho Man, Steiners. I'm gonna go Great Muta.
Yeah,
for sure.
Japan presence.
Or Keiji Muto, just in general. And then Dusty Rhodes.
The son of a plumber.
The son of a plumber, the American Dream.
Oh, it's fantastic. Shouting out Vader versus Stan Hansen should be required viewing. Bam Bam Bigelow versus Taz, Heat Wave 98.
Yes,
both hard-hitting matches. I agree 100%. Let's get into our last segment.
NXT
cage match between Aleister Black and Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Wrestling.
Johnny.
Kick him in the ding-ding.
Johnny Badass. This is what he was in this match. He was a phenomenal match. The back and forth, the brutality just from the cage itself.
These boys beat the hell out of each other.
Absolutely. Comes to fruition to the end. They're both trying to escape. Johnny Gargano over the top. Aleister Black through the door. Almost
Guess who comes out?
Who there? Who?
Tommaso Ciampa.
Who slams the door on his face? Oh, I thought it was so good.
It was
he
great.
Comes in the ring, looks like he's going to continue a beatdown, but he locks eyes with Johnny Gargano, who's almost out. Oh, but he climbs over. Why would he do that? Why would he do that?
Maybe to get some revenge on Tommaso Ciampa. For
Maybe just do a beat, but then they keep locked eyes. I don't understand.
They kiss.
No.
Oh,
that didn't happen.
That did not happen.
They're looking like days of old and days of new. They're doing the hand motion to.
And then
the knee kicks and knee.
They destroy Aleister Black.
Aleister Black is dead. Not literally, but in the ring, he's just out cold. Tommaso Ciampa leaves the ring, closes the door, and Gargano just watches him leave. He's baffled by what just transpired.
What just happened. There's a lot going on in his mind. Did he leave the stove on? He doesn't know what's going on.
He doesn't know. He realizes he's still in the match, and it's not over. Pin 1, 2, 3. Pins Aleister Black, who's supposed to challenge Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship. Beautiful storytelling to cap off NXT.
Nick Milk saying, cage match or NXT, those two absolutely killed it. The ending angle made it must-see TV.
Absolutely. Darren shouting out his top 5. Old school. He's got Hogan. He's got Flair. He's got Randy Savage. Ricky the Steamboat. Yeah. I was thinking the Dreamboat. I don't know why.
No.
And Jake the Snake. Honorable mention.
And don't forget, we lost a great wrestler this year. Claude, thanks for reminding us. Bruno Sammartino. Passes here. So
we've lost the legend Hennig.
Larry the Axe. Dynamite Kid. We lost a lot of good wrestlers.
Just
this year in
Vader this
2018.
year. It's been a long year. Vader. Bill's top 5. Rick Rude, Muda, Flair, Macho Man, and Bret Hart. Oh man, such some fantastic stuff.
Wooten's top 5. The Boys.
And then one more boy.
One more
you just
of
gotta
the boys.
pick it. You gotta pick one boy in that instance, and that's all the boys you get, Chris Wooten. That is it. No more boys for you. Man, that's been a pretty good show.
So you how would you think you like the week?
It
doesn't matter what you thought about the week, because this has been Everything Wrestling Nation. I'm Young Custodian.
I'm Fresh Voice.
That's how we do it.
See you next week.